My name is Sarfaraz Ali. I'm from Tanzania, Dar es Salaam. I'm 30 years old. I've done my bachelor's in marketing in Malaysia, and I currently work in Tanzania for a multinational. I was given the opportunity to come and pay my salutations to Imam Hussein and Hazrat Abbas. This has been my first ever spiritual journey, which I've taken in over the 30 years of my lifespan. From the time of inception, from when I was told that I was given the opportunity, to the entire process until we landed in Baghdad, has been an amazing journey. A lot of excitement, starting from the walk that we did from Najaf to Karbala, the different types of people, the services that we were given, the amount of food, love, and all the care that was shown from all the people around. Be it that you know them or you don't know them, different nationalities, it was an amazing experience. The warmth, the service, and all that they could give in the way of Imam Hussein. We even had the opportunity to visit the shrines of Bibi Zainab and Bibi Sakina in Sham. It is where I had the first opportunity to do my Arbaeen in Sham. We had the opportunity to stay in the harams throughout the night of Chelum, as well as the second day of Chelum, where we had majalises, as well as the amount of different people. Even though the situation in Sham was different, people have a different conception, but we had a lot of people that had come to pay their salutations to the sister of Imam Hussein on behalf of him. We're a group of 74 that had gone into Sham. We're there for about 3 nights, and we've seen the different parts of Sham, from all the shrines, from all the destructions which has taken place, to the orphanages, and to the people of how they live in Sham. After which we've now come back to Karbala to give back the salutations of Bibi Zainab and Bibi Sakina to their brother and the father of Imam Hussein, as well as their uncle Hazrat Abbas. The experience has been amazing. As much as I thought it is just a spiritual journey, but it has changed me indefinitely. From making sure that the tiniest bit of atrocity which was there, or to be mean to anyone, it has gone away. I have felt not tired since I have arrived, compared to the lifestyle I have back in Tanzania, where I would complain I'm tired. But since I've arrived, it has been a journey whereby I have energy full time. You tell me to wake up at 2 in the morning, we go to the haram, I'm available. If there's anything else that we've got to do, to go do a service around, to help out, do anything else, it has been different. And the experiences that I've seen from people who have actually changed, and the change I'm taking back is making sure that I be the better person which I can. I've seen the extent, I've seen that what more can be done, what change I can make into my life, and I'm taking that with me back to Tanzania. And with the grace and the blessings of Imam Hussein and Hazrat Abbas, of course Bibi Sakina and Bibi Zainab, that I get the opportunity to come back to pay my salutations every 3 months, which is an intention which I have made when I was in the Zari, and making sure that we give out the public a message that yes, it is different, but it is an experience of a lifetime, and we should make sure that we pay our salutations once in a lifetime. When we were on the walk, we've seen different types of people who are serving. There was one special one where there was a small child who was just sitting on the middle of the road with a box of tissue. The only thing that she was there doing was just, with a box of tissue there, just giving it to all the Zawars who are walking from Najaf to Karbala. And the only thing she was doing is sit there and smile. And seeing that just made us realize that it is not big things that we can give. It is the most smallest thing. Or be it the people who are actually sitting there and making sure that they welcome you to give the massage to your legs because you've been walking for the last 3 days. They're going out of the way to clean your shoes, or to making sure that they give you something hot because it's in the middle of the night and it's cold. Or even making sure that they can help you or give anything that can give. Be it food, be it the fruits, be it the hot milk that you are getting and making sure that it's warm for you. Or even when the mokibs, where you go rest, they make sure they give you the food the hot water, the blankets, and all that affection, and making sure that you are walking, you rest well, and you're ready for the next day to continue for this walk. I personally feel the person who I'm morally close to is Imam Hussein's friend, Janabi Habib ibn Mazahir, because personally in my life, I take friendship very seriously, and the friendship that Imam Hussein and Habib ibn Mazahir shared was something which is wonderful. Be it not blood related, no family, but the bond which was there was very special, was very close. And what a friend can do for his friend is something that I personally value. Personally, I look into my friends very closely and I want to give them more than what I can give. And that is why for me, Habib ibn Mazahir is very close. I look up to him as well, because it's all about the friendship that you can share with one another comparative to what you can give to others. When it comes to passing the message of Arbaeen, there are different methods that we could use, and mostly social media is what we use. Every individual who has come to experience this wonderful experience should go back, share with friends, share with families, put it on all their social media account, or even do a talk of how this journey has changed them within. Be it the most smallest, be it the biggest thing. So it is either you can put it on your Facebook accounts when you're walking from Najaf to Karbala, or using television, different types of channels which are available to make sure that we pass on this message. Mediums of hard copy with pamphlets, but the quickest thing which I personally believe would be television and social media, because most of us are using social media today. So we can put it onto our Instagram accounts, our Snapchat account, Facebook, as well as making sure that you share this experience. You go talk to people, tell them how you felt from the time you had your first step into the Holy Lands of Karbala. If I was given the opportunity to be a part of Imam Mahdi's followers in the shrine of Imam Hussein, the only thing I would tell him is that I am blessed to be a part of your companions at that present moment, because it will only be the few who will be given this opportunity. And I would say I'm blessed, and I would say thank you, and I would take that opportunity and join him immediately. My final message to all the viewers out there would be, it is once in a lifetime of an experience. I've never done a spiritual journey in my life. This has been the first. And I've already done my intention that I want to come back every 3 months to pay my salutations to these two personalities, as well as visit the two personalities in Sham. It is not that it is a journey, it is a change which goes step by step. Every time you will come visit the holy shrines, it will give a difference of an impact, be it the most smallest thing whereby you make sure that you wake up for prayers on time, or how kind you become to others, and how you change yourself of a person you are to be a better person in life.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Wasim Naqvi. I'm here from Washington. I live in Washington. I've been in the IT software business for a long time. Did my MBA in America. My father moved to America in 1960 in my infancy. And he started the first majlis in America, actually. He gathered people from different faiths, Christians, Hindus, Jews, and he used to gather them every year. People said to him in America that we don't commemorate Imam Hussein's sacrifice here. And this was 50, 60 years ago. He said, no, the message of Imam Hussein is universal. It doesn't matter where you are on earth, we will still commemorate it. So he gathered those people, and we had a majlis. And I grew up in America, and I had many different positions, but obviously including I worked with the US Congress, Senate, and the House, and the White House. It was unusual for somebody of my background to be involved in those activities, and I was very successful in that. But now I have a company called AMCAR, America in Karbala. And the objective is to do things to further the mission and objectives of our community and get the word of Islam propagated properly. So it was a great privilege for me to be here for Arbaeen, and this was the second year. I did the walk last year, and again, I was blessed and privileged to do the walk this year. And it's an amazing phenomenon. I think the statistics are, I've seen anywhere from 26 million to 40 million people attended Arbaeen. So it was the largest annual pilgrimage in the world. There were people from 80 different countries. It's a revolution of the heart. It's love emanating from their heart. It's, emanation of love is emitted with every step they take. And it's an amazing phenomenon. It's a connection of the heart with Imam Hussein and with Karbala. And that's the only way to explain it. Because you have millions of people walking from Najaf to Karbala, from Basra to Karbala, from Baghdad to Karbala. But it's amazing to see those people. They're old people, young people. I've seen people who only had one leg and didn't even have a proper prosthetic, metal piece coming out as the other leg, walking. I've seen old women who could barely walk, old men, people in wheelchairs, little girls, young kids in strollers. I've seen young girls walking alone. You know, in New York City, young girls have a hard time walking alone. But from Najaf to Karbala, they are walking without any fear because of their love of their Imam. So the message of Imam Hussein is universal. It's timeless. And this walk is one manifestation of that, the love shown by this walk. So we will never, never forget. We will always remember Imam Hussein and his message of fighting evil, fighting for good, fighting against injustice, fighting against oppression. And what we see in the world today is there's a phenomenon called Islamophobia. People are denigrating our esteemed religion. They don't understand it. There's propaganda against it. The image that's presented of Islam is a very negative image. They show ISIS and people being beheaded and terrorists and bombings and innocent people getting killed. They need to come here for Arbaeen to see the true spirit of Islam, where all these millions of people from 80 different countries, not only the local Iraqis, but they're here from 80 different countries. They're here from all different religions. There was a procession here just the other day where we had Christian priests and Jewish rabbis who were here. They're Hindus, they're Sunni Muslims, they're Shia Muslims. So it's a universal message. The spirit of world peace is here. People are here because they love their Imam. They will never forget. And then the other part of it is that people fail to understand is that these millions of people are serving the walkers. You have free food. There's no charge for food. They're begging you, please eat our food. Please drink our tea. Please drink our water. Let us massage your feet. Let us serve you. It's a blessing and a privilege to serve you. So not only do you have millions of people, you have millions of people who are serving them. It's unlike any other phenomena in the world. You know, we had the privilege of having what's called a mock-up, which is designed to serve other people. We had one last year. It's the Idara Jafriya in Maryland, USA, and Imam Ali Center in Virginia, USA. So we had the only American maqam. The shrine of Imam Hussein gave us the privilege. They gave us a place not too far from the shrine here. It's one of the streets that goes into Karbala. You can see the shrine as you cross our maqam. We serve people every day. We provided them food, we provided them pastries, cakes, water. So we had the privilege of serving. And that in itself is something very special. You know, it's very special to walk, but it's very special to have that privilege, to serve your fellow Zaya. And there are so many stories. I mean, last year, there was a gentleman that had 400 sheep. He had raised all year, and he went to every maqam and gave him a sheep, free, no charge. You know, they cost $300-400 per sheep. The man spent his entire year raising their sheep to serve the Zaya, to serve the maqams. We have maqams, they were serving 20,000 kebabs a day. So it's an amazing phenomenon. So my message to the world is that come see the real live miracle today. We're not talking about history, we're not talking about the future. This is today, every year. Come to Karbala. Watch the people walk, millions of people. Watch the spirit that's here. Watch how their hearts are impacted. It's a true revolution of love. If the eye of the heart opens, it's unlike any other phenomena in the world. It's an amazing phenomenon. Yeah, I think there are several things. One, it's not just the physical act of walking, it's the spirit behind it. The spirit of both the walkers and the servant, the love that emanates from that. And this is one of those things, logic defies it. If you're not here, you're skeptical. You have to be here. You have to experience it. Because if you're not here, you look at it from the framework of logic and say, how can it be that there are 30 million people? It's just not possible. You know, you're making up that figure. But if you walk and you see the flow of people constantly for days and days, and you see that people are serving. I mean, when we were at our maqam, for days we were 24 hours a day, people were walking. So they're here. I mean, even if you look at the statistic, there were 140 flights a day landing in Najaf Airport during Arbaeen. There were 1,500 buses and vans came from Iran. So you cannot look at it from the framework of logic. You have to really experience it. And this is why this is a true phenomena that the world needs to understand. That this is what the spirit of Islam is. This is what the love of Imam Hussein shows. You know, I was just at the gathering a couple of hours ago at Imam Hussein TV with Ayatollah Mustafa Muhammadi. And, you know, we had lunch and somebody started reciting. And instantly, people started crying. Because it's what's in their heart. It's not something logical. If you think at it logically, just because somebody starts a majlis, you don't start crying. There's no reason, but it's the part of their spirit. And I think the other part of this is the world doesn't understand. So this is our mission, to try to get the message across. This is the mission of the Imam Hussein Media Group, and this is all of our mission. Because I think one of the key roles in this, in the history of Karbala was Bibi Zainab sallallahu alaihi wasallam. She had such a critical role. And we have to realize the importance of that because she got the message of Karbala across. She had such a tremendous and important mission to get the message of Karbala across. So this is what we're faced with today. We have a situation of Islamophobia. People don't understand Islam. They have no concept of Islam. They distort Islam. They give it a negative image. That's what's happening in the West and in the world. So it's our mission to get the real message of Islam. So my message The other question you had, what is your message to young people? We have to have our Hussainiyas, and I don't want to diminish the role of the Hussainiyas and what goes on inside. It's extremely important. We should continue that. But we have to get outside the Hussainiyas. Especially in the West, we have to interact with the society that we live in. We have to serve the community. We have to do good deeds. We have to get our message across. If all of us, and especially the young people, take the importance of that role and do that, have interfaith gatherings, interact with Christians, with Jews, with Hindus, with Buddhists, with everybody. Because in the West, there's a spiritual vacuum. They're looking for something. They're looking for spirituality, which is not there. So there's a vacuum that needs to be filled. There's the image of Islam that needs to be projected, that needs to be shown to these other people in the West. And we need to work on that. All of us, each one of us has that responsibility to get the message of Islam, to get the message of Imam Hussein, which is a universal message. The message of Islam, Imam Hussein, is not limited to any group. It's not limited to, it's for everybody. And it's a tremendous message, it's an important message. And there's the miracle of Arbaeen. Come see the miracle of Arbaeen. I don't have the words to explain it. My words are inadequate. They need to experience.